The aim of this video is just to give you an overview of a research article and the different sections in the article. Later on, we'll go into detail in each one of these sections. And let's start with the abstract. Now, the abstract, the first part in the abstract, one or two sentences, will be the motivation of your research. So why your research is important and why the reader should bother with it. Then the next thing is your problem. You go directly into your problem and then the method, how you address that problem, the basics of the method, most important parts of the method. Then you go into your best results or your specific results that addresses your research problem. And then you'll just highlight the significance of this, why this is important. The next thing is your introduction. Now with the introduction, you need a hook, something that's very much relating to your research and will spark the interest of the reader. Then you'll go into the background. Remember, the reader does not know the background of your study. So just briefly the background that leads to your study. Then you'll go directly to the gap. The gap you'll identify in your literature review, but your gap is also mentioned in the introduction. Then the purpose of your study, what will the aim of your study be, and then you'll give a short outline of what is to follow in your article. Just one or two sentences. The next section is the literature review. Now, in the literature review, you will have a few paragraphs. Those paragraphs will each handle a specific part of your project or your research. And so you'll have different themes. You'll compare different studies. And you will then identify a gap. Remember, the gap is the thing that you're going to research. So you find a certain gap, something that's unknown or something that's not well researched, and you highlight that gap. So normally at the end of the literature review, you'll clearly highlight the gap. The next section is the context. Now, again, remember the reader or the reviewer doesn't know the context of your study. So there you'll tell maybe something about your institution, the project itself, where the research is done, anything relating to that. And you, in this case, may also mention the graduate attributes that's addressed in this specific course that you're doing, because this is a final year research project. The next thing that you'll go into is your methodology. Now, in your methodology, you must clearly show exactly what you've done and how you've done your setup. So if another engineer or a researcher look at your methodology, they must be able to reproduce or replicate the specifics of this project or this research. So headings in your methodology will be like your research design. That's the specific type of research that you're doing. All the hardware, the circuits, the firmware, your connection to cloud in the specific, the cloud connection in the specific module, and then your data collection, and very important, your limitations. Which limitations? And you must be very specific regarding the limitations of your project. The next thing will be your results. Now, in your results, we need figures, tables, statistics, trends, anything that you can use to better represent your results. And it's always good to do that graphically. So after your results, and it's important in your results that you don't do any discussions of the results, you simply state the results. The next section is the discussion of your results, and here you will interpret the results in your previous section. don't put the graphs and the figures and the tables again. Just refer to them, and then you start to discuss them and interpret them. You compare what you've got with literature in order to as an additional form of validation, and you explain anything that may be out of the ordinary there. Then your next section is your conclusion. Very important. Remember, many reviewers only read or at first they only read your abstract and then your conclusion to see what your study is about. So your conclusion is extremely important. There you will restate the aim of your project. Make sure that this aim is exactly the same as the aim that you've got right through your article, otherwise it does not make sense. You will have a quick summarize of what you've done in your methodology. Then you will start to summarize your results. So your results will, you will basically highlight the best results or the results that's relevant in answering your research question. And after that, and you will interpret that, and then after that you will say, all right, but there's still some gaps, there's still some future work that can be done. Other researchers may research that work. Then your references, remember the format of your references is extremely important. Look at the type, the format that you're supposed to have for that specific journal or for the specific conference. In this case, IEEE format. Make sure it's numbered and that it's in the correct format for IEEE, if that is what is required. So this is the basic outline of an article, and we will go into detail into each one of those sections in a future video. I hope this helped, and thank you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.